In this episode, Twig and I explore the very beautiful Karijini National Park. It's something that's been on our bucket list for ages and we were so excited to be there. We're going to show you all the beautiful gorges, all the hiking tracks and all the epic free camps that surround this park. But before we do that, we're going to share with you the very, very big mistake that we made when we arrived. Hello, welcome back to another episode. This is a travel episode for you. We've just rocked up to Karijini National Park, somewhere where we've been super keen to go for about 2 or 3 years. We've just had a bit of an epic fail though. We just rocked up and of course Twig is starving, so I was going to make him some lunch and we realised we didn't bring our cooker. So we've driven like 5 hours to get, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we went the back road.
Yeah.
So it's still a good drive. And yeah, I'm a bit hungry. So I was like, we got most of our food pre-prepared. So I'll just whip up something quickly. And because I've been on the Monties for a week, I think I left the cooker in the boat. So we've got stuff to make a fire.
Epic fail number one.
We've got a tiny bit of aluminium foil. So pretty much all our food we're going to try and cook in alfoil, or we might find some rocks or some sticks to cook it all up on, which will be a bit of fun actually.
It'll be a bit of a challenge. Like, see if we can survive 4 nights without a cooker, which we literally use every day. We've had this $30 cooker from BCF for like 4 years.
Single burner,
and we love it. It's done so well, but yeah, forgot to actually pack it. So we'll be cooking over the fire, which will be nice for a bit of a change. We're going to check out all the gorges, all the swimming holes here. It looks stunning from all the photos we've seen. So we'll take you along and show you exactly where we camped, what we liked and what's worth going to, what we wouldn't recommend necessarily. But yeah, we'll take you along for the ride.
Yeah, super keen. Let's do it.
Karijini National Park is up in the northwest of WA. We drove there from Karratha and it took us about 3 hours as we took a bit of a shortcut that our friends told us about. You can take the Rio Tinto Access Road, which takes about an hour off the trip. You just complete a short online training module and that gives you all the safety information you need to go on the road, as it's an operational road and there's graders and other machinery working on there. There's also these cool haul trains that you can see when you drive down the road, and my good friend Reggie told me that the trains actually use less fuel when they're loaded because there's less wind resistance, which I thought was actually kind of interesting. We've also heard that Karijini has really, really good free camps all around it that you can stay at, so we're keen to check them out. This is the first one. This is Buddha's Overnighter. This is where we are. It's like red dirt and this... Is it spinifex grass?
Yeah.
Or that spiky grass?
Yeah.
Everywhere. But super pretty already, like we're in front of this nice rock face. No one around. We drove that little bit further, so there's literally no one around. And yeah, keen to check out all the free camps as well.
We're going to show you our setup and how we set everything up, because we've only been doing like the YouTubes of fishing for the last couple months, but we've been traveling for 3 years. So we'll show you how we usually camp and set everything up and how easy it is and what we think works best for us, which you might find interesting. And yeah, show you a few tips that we've learned that make things a lot easier along the way. Em's favourite one, get a dustpan brush for entering the tent.
I'll show you the first one. Oh no, that's for entering anything. This is what we've found recently. Little dustpan next to, this is the passenger seat, little dustpan there so you can get all the sand and dirt off your feet before you get in the car. And then when we pop the rooftop, there's a little boot bag that I put in as well. No sand in the tent. It's my pet hate, so I try and keep it out as much as possible. Yeah, we've got a pretty basic setup because we can't tow anything because obviously we tow the blue dog. So yeah, we'll show you how our setup, run you through our setup and show you how we make it work.
Good thing about spinifex grass, besides it being spiky as, is it does usually catch on fire pretty quickly. Hopefully a few of my sticks catch on fire with it.
We've adapted and we've improvised. We've turned our rissoles, our burrito bowls into rissoles, and I'm going to wrap them individually and cook them on the fire.
So, you know, we're making it work out here. Not ideal. Yeah, we're still going to eat. Now we have minimal alfoil as well, so we're going to wrap these each individually as like a little dumpling, chuck them on the coals, and hopefully they cook up quite nice. I don't see why they won't, but the proof will be in the pudding, hey. I'll probably put them in a little bit further once I get a stick, and we'll check them in like, I don't know, 15 minutes. They shouldn't take too long to cook.
Quickly show you this while we're setting up. So for our setup at the back, we've got 40-litre angle that we have as a fridge, 15 or 20-litre maybe, that we have as a freezer, battery chargers and stuff here. These are just drawers, so this one slides out with a little top cable on it, which is good. And then this one's just a deep one. Lights up the top here as well, one here, which is good. And on the roof.
So Em's just going to show you how easy it is to pop the tent. You can do it on her own. It's better when we do it together, but you can't really film both of us doing it. You could put it on a tripod, but it would look pretty weird. We've got the dinner table set up. We just got some new big boy chairs. We've been running the cheapest ones the market can buy for like, we had the smallest chair you could buy. That's what it was called for a year. It was the worst chair in the world. Got rid of them, and then we got the cheapest chair you could buy at BCF. And now we've gone a bit Lux. I think these ones were like 90 bucks each. So we've got a box tent. So one side pops up just like that. Boot bags either side, which we don't really use except to put that brush in that Em was talking about. Now this side is probably a little bit heavy on her own, but big hands, easy. And then yeah, bang straight up. Ladder on, and then she's good to go.
The actual thing we did that was another dumb thing, we've done a few. We've had this tent for 3 years, and it fits the bedding like the sheets and the doona and stuff, and we only realised a year ago we can shut it with our pillows in there as well. So for 2 years we'll bring them out every time, put them in the top of in the attic, which is like one of those roof net things. And yeah, like a year ago we realised we didn't have to be doing that.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
They couldn't fit in there originally, but I think now that's compressed a bit over time, they fit. So it makes it a lot better. So we've just had our whole power system redone. We got a projector system. So we never had an inverter. We got one of them before, which is exciting. So we can charge a lot of our batteries and cameras and stuff a lot easier. We got the battery here, 200 amp. I've put in a little pump system. It's a bit homemade, but yeah. Water filter, and then there's like a 40-litre water tank that sits under here. We've also got monitoring systems for the battery, which shows us the percentage, how much it's charged, etc., which is super handy because our last battery was running out when we were living on the Ningaloo coast. We'd come back from fishing and it was only 100 amp, and because we were running the fridge and freezer, we'd get back in from our boating adventures and it would be flat. So pretty handy that we can watch exactly what percentage it's on now. I think that's a feature that's been around for a while, but we've had some pretty old school setups on our travels. So
yeah, that's a little intro, but if you want to know more about our setup, we can go through the whole thing. Just let us know. It's pretty basic though, so it won't probably take too long. But it's just how we've kept it, you know, cheaper, more compact, less hassle over the years, because we've also worked a fair bit. So we've been in houses and rented for parts, so we haven't lived out of it full time, but we have for big chunks of time lived out of it.
yeah, so our setup, this is fancy now. Like we've got a box, can put all our stuff in. We've got a little net up here for our pillars. Now it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but new battery system. We'll run 100 amp, just DC to DC. Now we've got all extra little bits and pieces. We've got lights all over the car. We've got our awning, which we've always had, tent we've always had. We've got a new solar panel. So we were running a 25 amp DC to DC. So 25 amp an hour we could get charged. Now it's 50, so we've doubled, and we've doubled our battery capacity. And the solar panel is way more powerful than the $50 Kings one we had. So Starlink's been sucking the juice, which we don't even have at the moment. We only had it when we were living out of service, so you can stop and start it. But it's going to be very handy having that bit more extra power when we go back off grid living with the boat. Moment of truth. Have our rissoles turned out cooked, or are they still raw?
Oh.
Looking good so far.
No. Oh.
Cooked or raw?
No, I think they're still a bit raw. Look. Oh no, they're cooked.
Have a taste. Alright, it's hot as fuck.
Hold the tongs together. Oh.
No, they're fine.
They're cooked?
Mm.
Fine, or are they nice?
No, they're good. They're herby.
Good morning, we're up early. We're just going to head into Karijini. So we're not actually in Karijini, we're just on the outskirts of it. That's where this free camp is. Hamersley Gorge is our first stop. I think it's only like 10 minutes down the road. So we'll show you that one. That's the one where everyone gets that really pretty Instagram shot, I'm pretty sure. So we'll probably try and get one of those if it's not too busy. But we'll show you how to get there, show you how long the walk-in is and everything you need to know. Says it's a 400-meter walk, so we're going to walk down the stairs all the way down to the gorge here, and then there's a little spa pool a bit further along that we'll go and check out. Already the colours look pretty nice, all the nice reds on the gorge with the green. This water here is super moss green, like mouldy kind of green. And then we're about to head up all the way to those stairs, climb up there to the top pool, maybe go for a swim. Everyone says the water here is really cold and I'm not good with cold water, so I'll be brave, jump in. Nice.
Come on, jump in. Don't hop in. Come on. Standard procedure. Come on.
Okay, we're going straight over. Hamersley was well worth it. Only like a 10-minute walk down to get to the gorge and then about 10 minutes back. If you keep going up to the end, you get to the little spa, that Instagram spot, which I'll show you. Oh, it's on the spa. Yeah, you get to that little Instagram spot at the back, which was really cool. Water wasn't too cold. It was cold to get in. But once you got in, it was nice. And I fully stacked trying to get into that pool, which I will show you the video of because that is definitely worth a laugh. But we're going to head over to the other side of Karijini now. We're on like the west entry side. We're going to go over to the other side where most other stuff is, find somewhere to camp and set up for the night. Is there a floor?
Yeah.
We changed our plans. We were going to go to camp, but then the turn off to Hancock Gorge and Joffre Gorge was on the way, so we decided we'll call in there for a look. We're going to have a bit of lunch first. Twig boy's getting starving again, and then we'll go in and take you for a look.
We have a beautiful chicken salad Mexican bowl here. And Emma's gone for the bread option, of course. She has a salad and chicken, no avo, no cheese, no sauce, just plain, dry.
Decided on Kermit's Pool and Hancock Gorge. That were the ones that were most recommended to us to our return. So we'll see what the track's like and see what it's like when we get down there.
few steps for E. She loves her elevation.
Damn. All right, let's get down there.
So we're down at the bottom of the gorge now. We're over to Kermit's Pool. You can see absolutely beautiful around us. Off the red walls, waiting for the sun to come on and to turn orange. Already had the boomer patrol come past. Hiking sticks, full hiking boots, knee pads, and shoulder guards, wrist guards. Em's a bit worried about the crocodiles now. Here she goes. Golden brown. This is sick. So, I think this can fill up a fair bit more with water. It's not that much in here at the moment. So we're just gonna scramble across. Everyone's left their shoes back there. But we got the Crocs, so we're rolling in hot.
Through the gorge, you had to like walk along the wall of it or go in the water. I went on the wall, mostly. I got a little bit wet. Twig had to stay up because he had the camera gear. I'm wet to like here.
No. Ankles maybe.
It's not that cold, but I think we're nearly at Kermit's Pool.
Getting skinnier now. He's going to climb on through. Kermit's Pool. You can do a bomb? Pin drop? Don't test it. Get in. You gonna dive in, eh? Or chase it? So we just made it down to Kermit's Pool. Got in for a little swim. Not as cold as Hamersley Gorge, quite beautiful. It's got these awesome like red ochre colours in the stone. I'm sure it's some kind of mineral, but yeah. Looks absolutely beautiful.
Big reckons it's iron ore. I'm not convinced.
No, I said it could be iron or like phosphorus, but I got no idea. What does Em think it is?
I have no idea. I'm not guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, this place, very beautiful. Awesome
reckon-
little cave system to kind of walk through, or canyon, or gorge. But
I
yeah,
reckon better than Hamersley.
Ooh.
If you only got one or the other.
Damn.
Go this one.
I preferred Hamersley.
Oh. Righto. Just heading out, and Twig is looking like a total esche with the camera bag on. It cracks me up every single time. He always wears it like that.
So we got the amphitheatre. Amphitheatre. A few studio shows back here in the day. Ooh, damn. So, if you don't know, Em is very competitive little pocket rocket that uses all the energy at any event we do in the first 30 seconds and burns up completely. So, we'll see how she goes faring up these stairs. Get a live review. She's just done 8 flights of stairs, puffing, blowing up. What do you rate it out of 10, eh?
That one?
Yeah.
9.5. I reckon it's pretty good.
9.5.
Beautiful. All the scenery around the red rock. Water was nice. Can you ask me later?
No, we need it in the moment.
We've just pulled up to our camp for tonight. This is on the other side of Karijini National Park. It's just called Karijini Free Camp. We drove all the way up to the top of the hill, so we're going to have a really cool view of the sunset, I hope. We'll get some drone footage and show you anyway. But yeah, this is so cool so far. Twig's just over behind there in the back of the car doing some editing of a fishing video for you guys. But we're going to get the fire going. We're going to have another meal cooked on the fire, of course, because we still don't have our cooker. We're so excited for tomorrow. We're going to go into the main area of Karijini, which is near Dales campground. There's a few more gorges there. Knox Gorge is the only one I can remember, but there's a couple that we're going to check out, so we'll show you them tomorrow as well.
We're going to have a go at getting this one cranking tonight. A bit more aesthetic looking than the one last night. So we're using a bit of spinifex and just paper. We got no fuel or fire starters, which shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's see how little E goes, eh?
Someone's left us this nice fire pit, so not mad about that. Thank you very much.
You got to get that right in there and get it all on fire. And grab some more spinifex maybe, because we need to get it cranking. How easy is that, eh? Spinifex goes up so quick. So, no cooker, so we're going to use this flat rock tonight. I'm going to clean it up. It's going to be like a little hot plate, a little sizzling Mongolian beef. So I'm going to get all the crap off it. This is dirt. This is going to be the bottom. And then I'll give the top a good wipe over, and we're going to cook a fillet of coral trout on it. So, might even be able to put baking paper on it, because we don't have much alfoil.
I don't think we have baking paper.
Really?
No.
Well, we might just
Foil
go,
it is.
we might just go straight on the rock. It'll cook. We'll put a bit of oil on it and see how it goes. So we're going to cook that fillet of coral trout on that flat stone I've got preheating. We don't have much alfoil left, but we're being keen for some jacket potatoes.
Baked potato.
Baked potato. So we're going a bit of a weird mixture. You stab the shit out of them. We're going to go a bit of bacon, some mushies. We also forgot the spring onion, sour cream. What else?
It's been a very unprofessional trip.
Anyway, what you want is just heaps and heaps of butter. Put them in the fire. until they start to go a little bit soft. And then you want to, in the coals, and then you want to just remove them from the coals slightly while they cool down, but they're also still hot. You don't want to just take them out hot and then let them sit. You want to let them like go from hot to medium heat to then out. And it kind of like bakes them that little bit at the end and makes them that little bit more yummy. And Em loves these potatoes.
A bit of butter.
Yeah, we need about 5 times the amount of that butter, and then we're good to go. And then we're just going to let them bake. I just went to film like, oh, it's nice having a games night, watching a beautiful sunset, and Em's phone was holding this down, and I took the phone off to film it, and the game went straight in the fire.
Which is cardboard.
Yeah. But sequence, very good camping game. So we got the coral trout fillets on the flat rock, and then I've got some baked in here. I'm gonna chuck in the coals just in case the flat rock doesn't work. And they're just covered in lemon pepper, salt, bit of lemon, and a little bit of oil in there so it bakes. So we'll see if this works. If not, this should definitely work. Bon appetit.
Cooking up nicely. I was very skeptical on this, but Twig was convinced it would work.
So this is the entree. Baked potato, a bit of hummus, cheese, heaps of butter, tomato sauce, bacon bits. It doesn't look that good. It's half on my hand, but it's bloody delicious. Fish is almost done. So she's cooked. I'm just going to chuck some straight on my potato. A bit of a weird mix, but that's how we're doing it tonight.
We're being creative.
It's coral trout, so it's got to taste good. Yum. I'll go straight in for it. It's probably going to be hot as fuck. It's pretty good. Slight smoky flavour to it. Yep, that's yum.
Day 3, we left Karijini Free Camp. Took us like 20 minutes to drive back into the main area where the main campground is. And we have chosen to go to Fortescue Falls first. We don't know how long the walk is in here, but we'll let you know and let you know what it looks like. We have heard very good things about this one. But yeah, quick little drive in from Karijini Free Camp. So if you wanted to base yourself there and drive in every day, you could easily do that. The Eshe strikes again.
Decided to change my top today. I wore it 2 days in a row, so mixing it up.
Oops.
So we are going to walk the George Rim Trail down Three Ways Lookout all the way back here to Fortescue Falls so that we can finish off with a swim as it's quite windy and not that hot yet. And we don't want to get cold, wet, and shake while we do the whole walk. So that's our plan.
This is where we're headed south to Pilbara there.
Three Ways Lookout. So it's quite interesting where the river runs down here, and you can see it splits into 2 gorges. There's no water running through here, but we saw some from the top up there, so in the wet season, so it's probably coming down here a little bit more.
There's stairs going down, but they're pretty like all over the shop. It's not a neat track, but it's still not too bad. Like, we've been fine.
Reminding us of Kings Canyon, Mars-like, red everywhere, and that spiky spinifex.
Old countryman Twig wants to tell you his fact.
So here we have some wattle, I think. One of our native flora emblems. Very beautiful. Look at this. Quite nice. Very soft to touch. Can make you a nice bouquet out of it. I'm scaling the mountain. You can see all of this rocks fallen from the gorge somewhere. So I got some little river crossings. which Em's loving. She's going to be getting in the water very soon to cool down because it's starting to heat up now.
Slippery as. I'm trying to walk down here, it's like ice skating, as you can see.
And this is not my strong point. Someone that spends so much time in the ocean. Swimming is not my best game. So we just did Fortescue Falls and had a good time laughing at me, sipping on my ass non-stop.
Very slippery, but so beautiful.
You can see it in the background. Pretty special. We're pretty late here in the season, so still have water running and quite a bit for a swim and not too cold. It was a very good go.
And now we're heading back up the top, climbing out the stairs, and then Fern Pool's just a short walk away, so we're going to check that out while we're here as well.
So we're right next to the waterfall there, but you can see this like amphitheatre-like thing would also become another waterfall when it's raining during the wet season. Thoughts?
Very nice.
This one's pretty special. It reminds us of Berry Springs in Darwin, which can be filled with crocs. This one,
No
not so
crocs.
much.
Take him all the way 6 hours inland and he still manages to only look for fish. Fern Pool was so beautiful, and we were just thinking, if you weren't keen on the mismatched stairs and the rocky terrain to climb on, it's all these stairs on the way to get down there, so it'd be a bit more accessible. So we just left Fern Pool. We drove about 20 minutes, had a look at the visitor centre. There's a little bit to see there, which was cool. And then we've come out to Joffre Gorge, but we're just going to have a quick bit of lunch. Twig's hiding over there in the shade. Quick bit of lunch, and then we're going to go have a look at Joffre Gorge and then head to Knox Gorge as well. Not sure where we're going to camp tonight. We might go to Buddha's Overnighter again because we've kind of done like a loop. I'll put a thing up, but all the way around to back to where we started. So yeah, we've got a couple more gorges to go, so we'll show you those. Knox is meant to be really, really cool, so we're keen for that one. We're being slack. We just opted for the 20-minute lookout walk rather than the 2-hour return loop. But it looks pretty cool from up here.
No waterfall though.
You can see people like walking around the top up there. Come all the way around. And then there's some ladders. Oop, lady climbing down. That take you all the way to that swimming hole there, which is green as. So I don't know that we'll do that one, but that's just what it looks like. The lookout's pretty sick though. I reckon this is the star of the show. Twig's back with his nature observations and education, telling me that that is where the waterfall would be usually.
Even though we've seen 1 million of them, and still can't seem to figure out that coloured discoloration in the wall, an obvious waterfall sign is a waterfall. Em always begs me for these cringe selfies, so I might start giving in because it makes her so happy for some reason.
Next stop, off to Knox Gorge. Gorge, decided not to be lazy. We're doing a 3-hour return, 2K round trip hike for a swim. Let's go. This one is very, very rocky. Whoa. Hang on.
Princess is coming down now.
So we've come down here. The track was pretty steep. Now we're on more like flat ground. But we've hit the bottom. We've just got to go through all these rocks to get to the swimming spot. So hopefully we're not too far away. And there's the lookout at the top there. There. So I think if we just get to the end of here, we will have made it.
I'm gonna get a nice one here on the TV.
Yeah, this is why you guys are here. I did tell you to jump in. Made it. Can't put it off any longer, we're going back. That one was very beautiful, but oh, easily the coldest water. Very, very cold.
He was not happy with that, but she swam in. Whinging has decreased a lot, and she had a good time, I think.
I had a good time. But now we're going to climb back out. So I just checked on my phone. It took us 20 minutes to get in here. I reckon it's going to take at least 40 to get out steep as, so
Yeah, we'll get up.
We'll let you know.
Mountain goat.
Just got lost and went up that way. But it's actually up this, which it doesn't even look like a track. That's how wild it is. Here goes nothing.
Or do you reckon it's up here?
No, there's a little blue thing up there.
I know, but I reckon it's up here.
I'm going to try this one.
Mountain goat.
Made it.
M's puffed. She blowing.
Hope you can't hear me puffing through the screen. Just made it back to the car. It actually only took us 17 minutes to climb out of there, so we were quicker on the way back. I don't know why, because it was super steep, but not mad about that. We're going to head back to camp now. I think we're going to go back to Buddha's overnighter, so I think it's about an hour or so drive, and then we're going to set up camp for the night, see what we can make tonight. We've actually run out of alfoil, so don't know how we're going to cook our lamb chops, but bear with us, we'll find a way.
Em's got this fire going all on her own. She's pretty impressed and happy with it.
Not going yet.
We've got the paper on spinifex technique going again.
I'm making the exact same potatoes as last night, back by popular demand, except I've like quadrupled the bacon amount, salt, pepper, butter, campfire. Love it. We borrowed this foil from a couple that are camping just up from us, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to try cooking these chops in foil like the potatoes. Again, not confident in this, but I wasn't confident in doing the trout the other night on that flat rock, and it worked out pretty well, so stay tuned. Here goes nothing. So these chops actually kind of worked. Of course, Twigs smothered it in tomato sauce. They actually cooked up alright, hey?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Little life hack there for you.
Yeah, bring your pan.
Pack your cooker.
We were just about to go to bed and the fire had all but burnt out, but we couldn't finish a camping trip without a couple of marshmallows. So we've got her cooking again. How do you like yours? Em likes them fairly burnt, but not to a crisp. I like mine blue. Yeah, I like them.
Raw out of the bag. You don't even have them cooked.
The dessert has been upgraded. It is now a Nutella. I don't know.
A little scoop of Nutella with roasted marshmallow on it.
Go on.
Do you want it?
No, you know I don't want it. Oh, straight in.
Reckons he never eats dessert.
One marshmallow.
He's eating 10 raw.
This is what we've been waking up to every morning. Em's doing a nice little pose for me on the edge of the caravan rooftop tent. Em's just been dreaming of caravans. Beautiful Pilbara backdrop. We're going to get up, make a nice brekkie, and we're going to shoot off.
Sort of the end of our Karijini trip. We just had a chill night last night and we're going to head back this morning. But I thought we'd do a quick little recap for you guys of our favourite gorges, favourite campsites and everything like that. Got Twig here ready to go with his hot tips. So maybe I'll say mine and then you can jump in if yours are different.
Okay.
I think the best gorge, in my opinion, Hancock Gorge to Kermit's Pool. I think that was the coolest walk. The water was nice at the end. It was one of those ones where you kind of get there and then you get the reward at the end. That was my favourite. Agree?
What was the one after that we did?
I
like the next one.
can't remember that
The
one.
waterfall.
The one we didn't go in?
No, the one where we went in. And the waterfall one. Before Fern Pool.
Oh, the big one. That
Yeah.
was Fortescue Falls.
That was my favourite.
Twig's favourite Fortescue Falls. Mine was the other one. And then my second one would be Hamersley and then Fortescue Falls. And then Fern Pool I think was really cool if you just want a shorter walk. And then Knox Gorge I think was cool, but a lot of an effort to get down there.
Yeah, it was just
for not as much excitement. And then I'll probably have to put Joffre Gorge last, even though it was cool. It wasn't flowing and you couldn't really swim in it either. So they're my tips in order.
I liked Fortescue Falls and I thought Fern Pool was cool. Reminded me of Darwin. And then I liked Hancock next because it was a cool, interesting walk to get down there. And then I liked Hamersley. And then that Joffre one, or Joffre, was actually pretty cool. I thought we only did the lookout, but it was quite nice to see it from there. It was quite open and big, and it looked really cool, but we just couldn't be bothered going down there. And then Knox last, I thought there wasn't much of it. When we were there wasn't much water.
And that was by far the coldest water actually as well. Knox Gorge was freezing. But yeah, that's how we'd rank them in order. They're definitely all worth a look. We didn't get to all of them. We didn't do Wayano Gorge and Handrail Gorge, so we can do them for next time. But definitely recommend as a free camp Buddha's Overnighter, which is where we are now, but we're about to head off. And the Karijini free camp, definitely recommend those. They were probably some of the best free camps we've stayed at. But there's nothing there. Bring everything. There's bins here, but there's not the other one, so you have to bring everything, water, all your food and everything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Most of the sites are private and have a fire, and there's heaps of them, so you're never going to miss out. Maybe in peak season, it's crazy, but like we've just driven as far as we could on each one, and we've got 6 sites, you know, little shade, fire, not many flies, not many bugs, beautiful mountains around us.
Yeah, like little campfire, nice big site.
Yeah, it's sick. So you could perch up here for longer if you're that kind of camper, or if you've got a crew. The sites are definitely big enough to have a few people. But yeah, it's great for us. Come in a bit early, have a fire, cook up some food, and then go to a gorge and have a bit of a swim the next day. Yeah, without a cooker.
And what do you rate Karijini overall?
Yeah, Karijini's good. Yep, definitely worth the trip. It's not as green as I thought it would be. It's that standard Pilbara red dirt, which is beautiful in its own way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I rated it. I'd definitely recommend it. And yeah, try and get in as many of the water holes as you can, even if it's cold, get in because you won't regret it.
But definitely more of a coastal boaty boy.
Yeah. Oh, but I like all this stuff. Yeah.
This stuff's cool. Anyway, hope you liked our little recommendations. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, any questions?
Probably have more fish.
Let us know. We can fill you in. So yeah, we have been traveling for 3 years, so we've done heaps of traveling. But we're probably going to start doing a few more travel videos because when it's windy all the time in WA, we can get out and do some more exploring.
But yeah, if you've got any questions about Karijini, let us know. It's always like hard to plan when you haven't been somewhere before, but once you've been, it's easy. So yeah, hit us up if you have any questions. More than happy to help.
See ya.
Bye.